Since its inception in 2003, the Working on Fire program has provided support to partners and communities in need by supplying fire prevention and suppression capacity when requested. Working on Fire ground crews were mobilized from their home bases to other provinces, providing the resources envisaged at the start of the program, and have proven the value and effectiveness of pooling and sharing resources, highlighting the ongoing need to develop good multi-jurisdictional coordination and operational command systems, as well as the critical importance of expanding the number of trained felt firefighting personnel. Climate change, increasing urbanization, infestation by invasive alien plants, and changing land use patterns are collectively placing increasing pressure on established firefighting agencies. Currently, the program has over 1,000 firefighters deployed in 47 fire bases, including aerial firefighting support during times of disaster or potential disaster. The partners agree that there is a need for at least 4,000 firefighters to be trained. The aim of the partnership is to engender support for the principles of integrated fire management, which provides for a holistic and well-planned approach to managing land instead of an emphasis on suppression of unwanted fires. Felt fires are the inevitable consequence of a combination of fire-prone vegetation and a warm, dry climate. The public often regard fires as universally bad, but both scientific and traditional knowledge contradict this view. Grasslands, fynbos, and savanna all need fire to function properly. These fire-prone biomes cover almost half of South Africa. But fires can and do kill people and animals, destroy crops, grazing and houses, making their deliberate use in land management controversial. Land cover and land use changes in South African rural environment have also meant that the ecosystems often no longer support natural fire regimes. Fire management involving a managed burning program is essential to stimulate natural regrowth. However, prescribed burning is often left undone because of a lack of skills and capacity in land management institutions, a lack of knowledge and information, or fear of the law. Burning too seldom can be as damaging as burning too often. A build-up in fuel load increases both the risk of damage to life and property and the possibility of over-intense burn that lead to soil erosion or the death of normally resilient organisms. Felt fire risk is related to the likelihood of a fire occurring and the consequences of such an occurrence. We can use this combination of likelihood and consequence to allow the risk to be rated in 4 classes. Extreme risk, where fires are highly likely and have major or catastrophic consequences. High risk, where fires are possible or even likely and have moderate or major consequences. Moderate risk, fires possible but unlikely and have moderate to minor consequences. And low risk, fires unlikely or rare with minor or insignificant consequences. Moist savanna and sour grassland are both rated in the category of extreme risk because in both cases fire fuel in the form of grass accumulates annually. Arid savanna is rated as having a high risk because the grass biomass can be high after seasons of good rainfall. Fynbos, which is well known for its veld fires, has been rated as high. South Africa's new Veld and Forest Fire Act supports integrated veld fire management. It links natural resource management by property owners, collectively or individually, to the integrated veld fire management system. Title deed holders, whether state or private owners, are ultimately responsible for the management of their land. Most importantly, it makes provision for the establishment of FPAs as a means of involving national, provincial and local government with civil society to jointly address integrated veld fire management. Because of the relative newness of the Act, the optimum institutional funding and legal arrangements for implementation of the Veld and Forest Fires Act, the establishment and management of FPAs and umbrella fire protection associations, and the future role of the Working on Fire program are still in process. Other legislation also has a direct bearing on integrated veld fire management. The Disaster Management Act establishes a National Disaster Management Centre with the objective to promote an integrated and coordinated system of disaster management with special emphasis on prevention and mitigation. The Conservation of Agricultural Resources Act has a regulation that provides for felt burning guidelines designed to maintain pastures and protect agricultural resources. The Municipal Systems Act places several duties upon municipalities, including a promotion of safe and healthy environment, as well as to contribute to the realization of constitutional rights to property, housing, health care, food, water and social security and education. The Fire Brigade Services Act provides for the establishment, coordination and standardization of fire brigade services by local authorities. In the recent research carried out by the CSIR, it estimated the annual cost of wildfires as 743 million rand per year. Of this, the bulk was due to losses in downstream timber processing, estimated at 252 million rand per year, livestock and grazing losses, estimated at 155 million rand per year, and losses associated with alien plant control, which was estimated at 100 million rand per year. The CSIR research also investigated the current capacity to support integrated veld fire management in South Africa. Capacity was defined in terms of having adequate human resources, finances, equipment, logistical arrangements within a functioning institutional framework to implement integrated veld fire management. They then determined the existing capacity in each of the 42 fire danger regions designated by the Department of Water Affairs and Forestry, and compared this with their assessment of the capacity needs for FPA and umbrella FPA level for each of these regions, as well as at national level. With a few exceptions, capacity at FPA level is inadequate. Of the 42 fire danger rating regions, 7 do not occur in fire-prone areas, 26 of the remaining 35 have inadequate capacity, 8 have reasonable capacity, and only 1, the Cape Metro, is adequately resourced to meet the needs of integrated veld fire management. The 26 fire danger rating regions with inadequate capacity to implement integrated veld fire management are made up of 125 municipalities, including metros and district management areas. These municipalities are mostly located in extreme veld fire risk areas. Funding is the biggest obstacle, mainly in rural municipalities where the majority of land is community land. Such municipalities have very narrow tax bases. Business plans of 24 of the 50 FPAs that were registered by October 2005 revealed that they tend to focus on wildfire suppression rather than integrated veld fire management. Many aspects such as funding, the use of the National Fire Danger Rating System, monitoring and recording of veld fire management information, the training of fire management staff are not adequately addressed. The CSIR concluded that the present framework for establishing FPAs, supported by umbrella FPAs in areas of extreme and high veld fire risk, is a sound strategy for addressing the application of integrated veld fire management in South Africa. This framework is provided for in the law, and it allows for collaboration between landowners and government to jointly improve integrated veld fire management in South Africa. From a working on fire perspective, there is a growing willingness amongst partners and potential partners to combine capacity and resources, but often limited funds available to support establishing such partnerships. This is especially apparent in building partnerships with government agencies who are eager but have funding and funding cycle constraints. This points towards a need for increasing capacity building and planning at a municipal and provincial level, and supports the findings of the CSIR with regards to Fire Protection Association rollout.